This is the Ozeri 3X tower fan that stands about 44 inches tall. Now included with the fan are the instructions, the base, which you can see already attached at the bottom, and then I'll quickly show you the remote control here. And assembling this is pretty easy. There's a basically a plastic nut at the bottom of this the fan stand itself that you unscrew and put the base on, and then screw the nut back in place. One thing to remember with this is you make sure that that's tight for the stability of the fan itself. Now this is my second Ozeri fan, and while I really like my other Ozeri fan, I like the looks of this one a bit more. It has a more modern, cool, stylish look, as you can see. And like the other Ozeri fan, it has a lot of the similar features. But one important thing is it kind of fixes the one issue that I had with my other Ozeri fan, or have with my other Ozeri fan. This particular fan has a small, the remote control, like you can see there, is relatively small, 3-inch by 1.5-inch, kind of a small one that can control basically all the fan's functions. But of course, the one thing with this is you kind of have to be pointed straight on at the fan itself to get it to the remote to react. There's a low, there's medium, there's high with the remote. And both the remote and the fan has similar functions and buttons. There's the power switch, a timer. You have 3 different speeds, 3 modes that they call it. One, a sleep mode, a nature mode that kind of changes the fan speeds, and the normal mode, which is currently what I have it here. I have it normal and high, as you can hear the sound of the fans, which are not particularly loud. They're fairly quiet as far as that goes. At the bottom, you can see a small blue LED power light. Now, I personally don't think that this is that bright at night, and the location at the bottom kind of keeps it away from eye level and doesn't personally disturb me, although I can see it being a disturbance to some. And really, I think there should be an option to switch that light off, especially in like night mode. The one thing that this is missing that the other fan, Ozeri fan, has is it does not have a digital temperature display like the other Ozeri. I kind of like that. Instead, they have symbols that light up with particular functions, but there's no like temperature number on there. I like that display a little bit better, but this one doesn't have that. Like I said, the fan is pretty quiet at the highest setting. It blows air very well. I'm probably at this point from the fan a good 12 to 15 feet away, and I'm feeling the air pretty well. Now, but the one thing that this actually fixes, as far as the one issue I had with my other Ozeri fan, is that this has a thick glass or plexiglass base that is heavier, sturdier, and more stable than the plastic base of the other Ozeri fan. I think it also, as you can see at the bottom, it looks a little bit more stylish and nicer overall. But again, I like this fan. It's stylish, it works well, it has some good features. Just missing that temperature display, and that's kind of just a preference of mine. Maybe not necessarily necessary that the other fan has. It does make up, in design a bit with a more stable and nicer looking base. I do think this is a little pricey though, currently at its current price. But I mean, it's a good quality fan, and I give it 4.5 stars.